This is Iraq. Look at us blowing up. Nobody showing up.
Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
Ooh, good lordy, man. This is Iraq. This is how I'm blowing up. Boom, boom. For any of you who pay attention to Childish Bambino, he put out an American version about this song. It's actually focused around gun violence here in America, which is just a bullshit message. But nonetheless, I was watching this documentary about Iraq, and that there's a whole generation of youth that don't know anything about the invasion of America in 2003, which is kind of weird because it's just kind of old, and I remember. But yeah, a lot of them are unaware about what really happened. They all have their own version about what happened, but they want a different future for themselves. And we're going to talk about that here in just a moment. Before we get started, if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, or any other precious metals for that matter, head on over to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. When you purchase over there at Money Metals Exchange, you will now be automatically entered into a chance to get free giveaways. This month, you'll be automatically registered to be one of 3 people who will receive 10 ounces. That's 10 silver eagles each. So head on over to Money Metals, make your purchase, and automatically enter to win. For those of you who are unaware, I do have my own webpage. I can be found at Pimpy's News Network. Over here, I do post videos that I can't post on YouTube without getting in trouble. I also have my own Facebook group called Pimpy's Investment Chat. Over here, we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. So come on over here and join us. It's free to do so. I can also be found over here on Twitter, MeWe, YouTube, Odyssey, and now I'm on Rumble. For whatever reasons, my videos are not showing up on my channel yet, but I can be found just by going to the search button and typing in Pimpy's Investment Chat. And my videos will pop up for you to check out. If I get kicked off YouTube or I get suspended on YouTube, you can find me on any other one of these social media platforms. Again, a reminder, if you look down below in the description and you see a link over there to Money Metals, make sure you click on it, go over there and make a purchase. If you make a purchase through that link, you're automatically entered for a chance to win 10 free silver ounces. 3 people will be chosen. You could be one of those 3. So it's definitely interesting, the documentary that I saw. But let's cover a couple articles that is in the news. Al-Mandawi finalized the budget and include it soon on the agenda. This is Al-Mandawi valued, according to the statement by his office, a copy which was received by the news, the efforts of the chairman and the members of the finance committee for their role in intensifying meetings and mornings and evenings hosting, which contributes to the accelerating the completion of the provisions of the draft budget law. Pointing out that the discussions of the terms of the draft have reached the last stages after the finance committee hosted during the past days ministers, governors, and others, and determined the need of each party of financial allocation and exchange priorities, and that the draft law is being finalized until it is being included in the agenda of the next sessions. So just like any other country, just like we do here, whenever a budget is going to be passed, you have people in there who are saying, hey, wait, we have to find ways to cut back on spending. And then you have people in there that got their grubby hands out there going, wait, what about me? I want my share of the piece of the pie. And that's what they're having to go through, back, forth, back, forth. So eventually they will have things ironed out and everybody will be happy about what they got and will pass this budget, which is much needed right about now. Rafidian and Rashid Bank deposits 400 billion dinars in the account of the Ministry of Finance of the region. Basically what they're saying is that over there in Kurdistan, they have gotten their money, and it's for the salaries of the employees over there. So this is good. We've been waiting for this. They'll be happy campers, and so will the people in Baghdad. But let's get back to this documentary that I saw. So this is an article that's similar to what they were talking about. It says, "We are the forgotten people, how rap music precedes trauma in Iraq." And the first 2 featured exploring Iraq music 20 years on from the Iraqi war. The country's rappers explain why using a U.S. art form carries such satirical power. So rap music in general, actually just music, let's be honest. Music in general has a way of carrying a message to the youth. We've seen that during Vietnam War with CCR and Jimi Hendrix, and a lot of great artists produce songs speaking out against the war. So these messages are heard by the youth, and the youth respond to this. And Iraq is just learning that very special weapon. So this article goes on and talks about over the past 20 years how their number one artist, which was somebody named Kandem Al-Shahir, I believe is how you pronounce his name. This is like 20 years ago. This man was making music. It was political, but not like now. 20 years later, you just seen right now a small example at the beginning of this video of rappers going out there and making political statements. And the youth are listening to this. In the end, they were saying that there is a huge wave of a younger generation who are tired of excuses. And this is why solder is so popular. They want the United States out. They want any and everybody, including Iran, out of the country. And they want to do what's right for the Iraqi people. And I support that 1,000,000,000%. But that message is getting to the youth because of rap music. Now, where these hip-hoppers or rappers need to be careful is if the wrong government gets in control or has power, what do you suppose is going to happen? Because it's happened in the past. Over 20 years, there's a couple artists who were getting real popular, pushing out a political message, and they disappeared. So that's one thing about being in Iraq versus here in the United States. Over there, they have to be very, very careful. So they go on and talk about Eminem's song, which is on Mosh, Jay-Z song in 2003, in which they are singing about the Iraqi war. So people in Iraq listened to these rappers, took their message, and are now carrying it on in their own way. Look, they know they are a rich country, and they're tired of being the way they are. So they're trying to push political views, and those political views that they're pushing is we don't want no more outside people. No more influence from Iran, no more influence from the United States. They don't give a shit. They just want to be Iraqis in Iraq, ran by Iraq. So it goes down and lists a whole new wave of hip-hop artists that are putting out songs. I've had a chance to listen to some of them, but understand that they're not all in English, so it's kind of hard to hear the message, but I get it.
لك شلون تريد تغرب وانا هنا انا حالي ومالي لك هناك ماكو جهالي والنسوان الهن حقوق يعني السلطه ما يبقى اقدر ازمرتي والعب الغالي على الغالي.
So Khalid out of Iraq is one of the most popular rappers out there. This song right here is one of his number ones, which is Tapsi. But again, it's in a foreign language that I can understand it. There's a whole youth movement getting behind hip hop. I know a lot of you out there going, what's it got to do with the dinar? Well, if you can understand the bigger scene, then that is this. Get a movement going. Make sure that you hold your politicians accountable for all the bullshit that's out there. And make sure that your new politicians focus on what matters the most for the Iraqi people, and that is Iraqis. But the more important message, stop allowing outside influencers come in and take control of your country. Anyways, you guys let me know what you think. I'll look forward to your comments, and I'll get back at you later. I'm out.